YouTube, how's it going? Just wanted to drop a video real quick to show you the stuff that I've been working on. I got 2 trains running right now, and I actually had like not only a derailment but a few cars fall. Haven't had that happen in a while, but I got everything going. Messed up one of the containers. It was actually back here where I can't reach in it without moving a lot of stuff, but everything's okay. But right now, before I get in there and everything, I have this new train going. Got a few auto racks, followed by some well cars, 3 Kato engines, no sound. I get familiar with my regular freight, so it's good to change the engines out. And I changed all the track work in my engine area, so once this train passes, I'll get to that. The train you hear in the back, that's a BLI. They're pretty loud, and that's the default volume. All that graffiti, that's like when I first started doing the graffiti, so I don't have it in the proper spot, so at some point I'll weather those cars up and it'll look a bit more realistic. So yeah, just about all these well cars fell, and that was in a spot that's hard to reach, so I designed it, so I should be prepared for that. Nothing much going on here, nothing new. Still need to do a few more structures in this area. Get you the view from right here. And I have so many engines because it has to make this incline. I always mention that. And actually, I'd probably need a DPU on the back of this container train because those well cars are like an aluminum alloy. Been naming a few industries. So my first update is the engine area, and prior I had Code 55 track and Code 55 turnouts, and they are not insulated, so those cause issues going in and out with slow movements with the engines, and I just was done with it. I had it for like the 2+ years I had the layout, so I mean, the flex track was okay, of course. So I ripped that all out, and I took down this bookshelf that I was working on because I never go out there. So that's where I got all the turnouts for the Code 80. And everything's been well so far. Just to make it more realistic, I wanted to do some grading. But I don't know, maybe that's just too much. So I need to still look at some more real pictures. I was just looking at the Sunnyside Yard randomly in Queens, New York, and they don't have it like paved down. So maybe just this section. But I always liked how that looked. The yard is still the yard. Got a light under here now. I'll turn that on later. Got those engines. I need to move those out the way. I actually forgot that I installed a track back here. Where is it? This track has enough space for those engines. So like I say, I just like the I want to get the engines moving. You know, I know at some point I gotta do all the cleaning and all that. That's not fun. Those Ocado auto racks, they're very light. So pushing them, that might be an issue. So in fact, I would prefer to keep them in the back, but that's a pretty short train for what I relatively run. Might pull that one out later, but I'm already past the 5-minute mark. So yeah, just small updates to make things look more realistic. I may have mentioned this area in the last video, but I ripped up this track as well. So I just have one side and to make everything smooth. This should be like a salt silo, whatever, and it gets here by ship. But I never really finalized that. And I have this building right there, and this is not realistic, but I gotta make it work with just this one track. So still did not determine what this industry is yet. I do have an idea, but it's not labeled yet. And whatever it will have, this is the parking. And I just purchased this yesterday. So I have another utility system for these industries right there. And this is the packaging. Just had to duck under. At some point I gotta clean all that stuff up there. So this is my latest project that I've been working on. This is the paper mill. Didn't get to do the switching here this weekend. But to me, I feel like the turnouts and everything is so realistic compared to whatever else I have. I do have a few reference paper mills that I've been checking out. One part of the company that I work for, they have one out in Michigan that I look at. And then there's one out in Pennsylvania where they have videos on YouTube. Still didn't. There's a lot more that I can do with this. I mean, of course, I have the limited space, but there's some, like I said, 2 references I've been looking at. I do have the light under here now. And I've been doing a lot of switching. And I don't have anything written down, but I do know how I want the cars, where they need to go. So my thought is I need to have a few cars that are loaded, and then I need to have a few cars to pick up at that spot. And then so I do that for every industry. Right now I'm in the process of putting cars back to they're unloaded, so they need to go back to their designated spots to get loaded. And those are the reefer cars and these plastic hoppers, which for the plastic hoppers is plastic pellets. Got those are my latest 2 scale trains, that Conrail and the CSX. Of course, that's an obvious match. They've been running well. Ran it a bit, but yeah, that would be on the next round. After vacation, I'll get some miles on it. Big boy. I think I've been using the wrong fluid. You know, when people's videos online, there's a lot of smoke coming out. And it's already tedious to get that fluid stuff in there, so gotta start over on that. Need to get that and track back on the far side track, which is a branch line to me. But yeah. Didn't derail, that's a good sign. So before this was the car float area. Right now I have the beverage distributor, and this is going to be a paper converter. This space right here, I need to scratch build something. I've been getting into that now, so definitely need more space for the paper converter, because in real life it's a lot of space. They gotta have and the paper rolls coming in, and then I'm gonna have box cars for the final product, and all the material that's needed, of course. And when I say material, I'm talking about all the chemicals and whatnot, because I do have some additional tankers that I need to get in the mix of operations and all that. So, and I do have this extra track right there, so things should work out. Yep. Always need some decoders, so once I come back from vacation, got those waiting for me. And that's pretty much it right now. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it.